How's it going, YouTubers? This is just a quick upload. Um, Generally, one of the most difficult things to figure out when you're actually trying to figure out what recording software or what programs you're going to use to record gameplay footage on PC is, what do I use? This video is just a quick I'm going to keep this down to 5 minutes, or under. So basically, depends on the GPU system that you're running, depends on the graphics card or whatnot. I have a Radeon, I think it's 290 R290 XFX 4 gig double dissipation. So what that means is automatically you get these drivers, which are your AMD Gaming Evolved Raptor drivers, which is spelt RAPTR Raptor drivers. Basically, it comes with this thing called Plays TV or Plays.tv beta, which actually records gameplay footage in the background. As you can see, we've just got some basic settings there. There we go. You can enable webcam, microphone, so basically, if you're getting started in recording footage or anything like that, this is a good thing to start on. This is what I usually have running in the background. This actually records all footage pretty much 24/7. It has session recording, which gives you like 24 hours of temporary recording. Yeah, so it's quite a good program. Output format, I think I have this outputting to MP4, which is readable in fundamentally most software editing platforms. As you can see, I use a few different editing softwares to edit things. I'm still in the process of learning how to edit a bit more premium content. But yeah, so you can import it through Vegas Pro. You can import it through Pinnacle, is the one that I've been using for a little while. Probably wouldn't suggest doing that if you're going to be doing video uploading onto YouTube, because it's quite simple. Doesn't have a lot of settings and a lot of filters, things like that. Vegas Pro is definitely my preference at the moment. Yeah, your next recorder is obviously Fraps. No, we don't want to run that. Anyway, Fraps is pretty legacy. The problem with it though is where AMD Gaming Evolved and Raptor drivers will run in the background and allow you to basically record off your GPU core directly, so you don't really feel, or depending on your system specs. I've got about 32 gig of RAM, a 4 gig GPU, and AMD 8350 X8 CPU. So I have a pretty well spec'd system, but regardless of that, you don't tend to feel the chop that you will feel with Fraps. Fraps is generally a very CPU intensive recorder, and historically will completely destroy your frame rates. The other thing is the Fraps exports to direct AVI, so it cuts off, depending on how you've got it set up, at approximately 4.5 gig per file. Whereas when you're using Raptor Recorder, that's going to be significantly less, and it's a consistent video, so you don't really have to worry about issues with file size, issues as much with file size and recording file size. The other program which I'm actually using to record this video is OBS. So this is your streaming software, and I'll put a link to this one in the description down below. But basically, this is what most people use to record, and the best thing about this is you can add different devices. So if I wanted to add my webcam, I would just add a video capture device, or if I had a different sound input device or a different sound output device, or different display captures, and then you can add in images and media sources and different things like that you would set up for streaming. As you can see, it's set up for streaming. It also works as a really good recorder. And as you can see right now, it's recording the audio overlay to this video, so it's quite good. And this one's free, so this would be my suggestion. If you haven't got an AMD GPU or even an NVIDIA GPU, which uses Shadowplay, which I don't have a NVIDIA GPU any longer. Actually, I do in my spare computer, but not in this computer. I just found Radeon drivers were better for Eyefinity over 3 screens. 3 screen or triple monitor output works a lot better on AMD GPUs than NVIDIA GPUs. Whereas the basic core clock, just raw power on an NVIDIA GPU trumps that of an AMD card. I can live with that. I get better display output than what I used to on an NVIDIA card. I think the last one I had was a 770 GTX, and I pretty much made the call there. Anyway, if you don't want to use any of this software, and you can set this up to hotkey. This one I don't tend to hotkey. I just click record in the background, but you can. Your other alternative is to use another program called Afterburner. There's After Effects. There we go. Yeah. That'll just pop out for a second. There we go. It's just popped up. Alright. So MSI set up some software a little while back. It monitors your GPU temperatures and stuff like that. The other added benefit is if you go to the settings tab, and this software is free as well, as you can see, R9 200 series, you can go to video capture mode, and this will actually cap video straight from your GPU. Be wary using this one though. The quality just is not as good as Raptor or OBS. OBS and Raptor tend to output good quality, high frame rate. You get your 30 to 60 FPS pretty easily. You can up that here. You can get it to 100 FPS. But I just find the overall video quality that MSI Afterburner outputs is not as good. But then again, depends on what you're recording, depends on your system specs. This one tends to heat your GPU up a little bit, but you do notice a touch in your frame rate drop, but it works. It's good if you haven't, and for a very long time, like, I wasn't aware of OBS, so I used Afterburner for games that didn't want to interface with Raptor, and that'll happen from time to time as well. There were some Mantle API driver issues to do with Battlefield and, sorry, did I say Mantle? I hope I said Mantle. Mantle API driver issues or API issues to do with this, which seems stupid because AMD makes, or AMD Radeon Mantle drivers are AMD drivers. Anyway, that's a quick sum up of how to record. If you want a bit more of a tutorial on how to set this stuff up, things like that, I can do more videos, but this is just a basic how to get started with recording, and a couple of different avenues that you can go down. There are obviously different types of software that you can download. You can buy software, which I actually did with Fraps a long time ago. But yeah, for the most, if you can do it with OBS, it's free, so I definitely suggest going the OBS route if you haven't got any other alternatives. And if you've got an AMD GPU, like I tend to switch between the two. It just depends on the programs that I'm trying to record. Anyway, if you find this video helpful in any way, shape or form, then please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to my channel. I am working on putting better content up and learning some Vegas Pro editing techniques and things like that to get my content a bit more premium. But at least, I can provide a bit of how-to at the starting level of how to record, and maybe this is something that's overlooked by a lot of sort of videos that are put up on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for watching.